sturdy or is this? That's not good. Well, it's the best I can do. Hi everybody, how's everyone doing? I had a really rough night, as you can probably tell from the title of this video, and I'm not sure how long I'll be able to be here today, but I just kind of wanted to tell you what happened last night and how I'm doing now and updating you and all of the things, times of the places, but it doesn't look like anyone's really here. Oh, hi Mackenzie. Yeah, let me pull up the comments on here real quick. Okay. Hey Missy, you want to take notes for me? All right. So I'm trying to set up my phone so I can see it. What on earth is going on? Sorry, 1 second. Hold the phone, literally. Hold on. Dang it. Okay, come on now. Come on. You can do it. Okay, let's try one more time. That works. Nobody knew. So last night, thanks, Missy. Although, I don't know, I might just take notes just in case we end up like getting into other things, but I just want to tell you the story of what happened. So, for a back story for those that don't know, I had to go to the ER a few weeks ago, and I ended up in the ICU because I was having really bad chest and stomach pains. I wasn't able to keep anything down. They took my blood. I'm normally low on my hemoglobin, like I'm usually a 9 or a 10, sometimes an 8. They took it and I was a 7, and then they took it an hour later again, tested my blood again, and it dropped to a 5. So that's really bad, which means I was bleeding internally somewhere. So they put me in the ICU. They did an endoscopy. They found an ulcer. They found esophagitis, gastritis, and a hiatal hernia. And they told me when I was there, you cannot throw up anymore, because I told them obviously I was bulimic and was actively purging, not every day, but a little bit, a few times a week, a couple times a week maybe. But anyway, that is what caused it, and or at least what flared it. And so they told me you cannot throw up, or like you could have died, like you almost bled internally out, like you almost died, you cannot be throwing up. And I'm like, okay, I won't. So I made it my life goal to just, not throw up, and I didn't purge. I haven't purged still since that day. A few weeks ago, I still have not purged. However, I've thrown up a couple times just from being sick, because the other thing is that I am on a new medication called Abilify, and Abilify is for my schizoaffective disorder. It helps with hearing voices and hallucinating, seeing people that aren't there, hearing babies crying, just psychosis basically. And they put me on this Abilify as an antipsychotic to help with that. The problem with the Abilify, it did help. It helped greatly with the voices and the hallucinations, but it made me terribly sick. So I'm sitting here trying to manage, oh my gosh, doing everything I can. My doctor put me on bed rest. Danny put me on bed rest. I put myself on bed rest just so that I could get used to these meds for a couple weeks. If it's okay if I'm a little sick and it's not the end of the world. Well, last night, what did I even eat? I don't remember. Danny got me dinner, and I didn't even eat very much of it, whatever. I can't remember what it was at this point. And about 30 minutes after I ate it, I felt it and I couldn't stop it. I ran to the bathroom and just projectile vomited everywhere. It was so bad, and it hurt really bad. And then when I was done throwing up, sorry, I have something in my throat. When I was done throwing up, I had severe stabbing pain in my chest, and I knew that either it was my heart, but more likely it was the hernia that I maybe had pissed off or something. So we decided to go into the ER last night because I couldn't keep anything down. I couldn't keep the food down. The meds, after I threw up, by the way, we tried different things. We tried different nausea meds. We tried this like GI cocktail that they gave me last time I was there, which is like this little cup full of this lotion feeling liquid, nasty, thick liquid stuff that coats your throat and your stomach, and it's got like lidocaine in it, so it kind of numbs it. We even tried that. It didn't help at all. So we tried everything we could at home, and I just was so miserable and just sobbing my eyes out. I was in so much pain. And so we just ultimately decided to go in to the ER, and I'm really sorry, but I have to go get this snot bubble out of my throat, so I'll be right back. Hold on. You don't want to see this, trust me. I will be right back. It's bothering me. I can't talk with it in here. Okay, sorry about that. So I talked to the doctor. The doctor was very, um, so the doctor was, first of all, really great, super nice. He knows me. They all know me at this point over at the ER. The nurse knew me, the doctors knew me, everybody knew me. It was really embarrassing. Um, but luckily they're really cool over there. Like the staff is always really, really nice over there. Once in a while you get a bad egg, but for the most part they're very sweet and understanding. They never make me feel stupid for the amount of issues that I have, and how often I end up in there and stuff. So anyway, so the doctor checked everything, checked my blood. My blood was good. It wasn't bad at all. They did an x-ray, they did everything, and basically what happened was that just what I thought kind of what had happened. It wasn't my heart, obviously. They did an EKG, wasn't my heart, and when they told me it wasn't my heart, I was like, I know it's the hernia. I know I pissed it off. And so sure enough, he comes back and he's like, yeah, I think you really pissed it off. And then he sat down with me and had to talk about my meds, about the Abilify. And he's like, listen, I would, if I were you, I would, as soon as you can, get into your your psychiatrist and change your meds. It's just not worth it. And he's like, it's awesome that they were able to find something that worked for your schizoaffective so quickly. Like that's very unheard of. It usually takes trial and error with medications to fix that kind of thing. And the fact that the first one I tried for it worked really well, but it made me too sick, and then that affected the health issues. I had to basically last night, he's like, you're stuck in between a rock and a hard place, and you've got to make a decision right now which one you feel safer in. And right now I feel safer with hearing voices and hallucinating until I can get on a new medication than I do the way that I felt last night, because I was so sick and in so much pain, barfing, dry heaving. It just was the one of the worst nights I've had in a very long time. It was so bad. So ultimately I decided to not take my meds last night, and I didn't. So today, I'm actually doing pretty well mentally so far. I'm like praying and hoping that hopefully, last time I had schizoaffective disorder, it was like, I don't know, so long ago, long before I started YouTube. And it kind of just went away on its own, and it didn't even last very long. Danny, because I asked Danny last night, I'm like, do you remember how long it lasted last time? And he's like, I think it was just a few weeks. And I was like, really? It felt like months. And he's like, no, I think it was just a few weeks. So it's like there's that chance that I woke up feeling okay today mentally without taking the pill last night, that there is that chance that maybe it's going away on its own. But I'm not gonna like jump the gun here. I don't want to get too excited, you know what I mean? But so far today I'm doing really well mentally. Physically, I am wiped out. I am so sick. I am so nauseous. I'm in so much pain. And so I'm just like trying to rest still today and just try and get things. Yeah. So first thing Monday morning, we will be going to Yeah, that's fine, Missy. Yeah, we'll be calling them and being like, hey, this is really important. We need to get in because da da da. Yeah, the doctor was like, listen, I get that you're stuck between a rock and a hard place here, but you're gonna die. You need to take care of your body first. And that reminded me of that metaphor that I told you guys about before. I think I heard it on Dr. Phil, um, where if you're in a burning house, like if your house is burning down, you wouldn't, the first thing you would do was try and get out of the house or call the fire department, call 911, or get out of the fire is the first thing, and then later you can deal with why there was a house fire and fix the little problems in the house that caused the house fire. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like it's more important to get out of the burning house, which is my body and what it was doing to me, and then deal with the other stuff outside of the burning house before it kills my body. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. And we both made the decision last night, me and Danny, when we got back from the ER, we made the decision that I was going to go off of it. And so far today, I'm okay mentally. So that's what happened. And yeah. Okay. Now I'll look at all your questions and comments just for anyone who came for that story. There you go. There's the story. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm so glad this doctor got it and knew you have to change to a different antipsychotic. Yep, for sure. I'm very curious to see tomorrow how I'm going to feel if I'm hearing voices tomorrow. And if I'm not hearing voices tomorrow and then I'm not hearing them on Sunday, who knows? Maybe it'll be gone. But I'm trying to not get my hopes up too much. But I don't know. I expected to wake up today just being completely back in the place that I was, just walking around like a zombie and hearing babies crying and trying to find these crying babies and hearing voices and seeing people that weren't there and seeing my abuser in my home and all that. Like I expected that to happen, but it didn't. I like mentally I'm really, really okay today. So that's good. But we'll see. I mean, I'm sure it's still in my system a little, and so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Am I feeling better mentally? Yes. Physically, no. Physically, I'm feeling really, really awful, which is why I don't know how long I'll be here. But I say that every day to you guys lately, and then I always end up staying over an hour. So, have you had a therapy session recently with everything going on and such? Hey, girl, wait, Reagan, Megan, no. I'm the worst with names. What's your name again? I know you. She has a channel. She's really cute. You guys should go subscribe. Recovery to Wellness is her channel. What was the question? What are you saying? Oh, therapy. Yeah, so last week I had to cancel. This week my therapist got sick and had to cancel. So no, it's been 2 weeks since I've been to therapy, but I have a really amazing therapist who allows me to text her anytime, and she actually lives right down the road from me. And she's like, yeah, like last session she was telling me, she's like, yeah, I was driving by and I saw your house and I was like, should I stop by and say hi, or is that weird, and obviously she didn't stop by, but it just was funny. Like she's just super cool and super chill like that, so I can text her anytime, and she's been really great and really supportive, and so that's been really good. Yeah. Starts with an R. I knew it started with an R. Raquel? Rachel? What is that? Rar? You're Rar. That's your name now. That's your nickname. Hey, Rar. Raven? Am I close? Raquel? I got it? Yes. One of those was right. At least one of them was right. Yes. Everyone go subscribe to Raquel. She's really awesome. Oh, boy. Jessica, I gained a small amount of weight on Seroquel and it saved my life. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should talk about that real quick too. Okay, so trigger warning, obviously. I'm going to be talking about like weight loss, weight gain, eating disorder stuff, all of the things. Huge trigger warning, okay? You're having a fangirl moment. I'm fangirling you, my dear. You're amazing. Anyway. So the reason I don't know if I told YouTube this. I don't think I did. I think I only told like my family and Danny, obviously, and like my closest friends. I don't think I told YouTube this part. Maybe I did. I don't know. But basically, when I went to the psychiatrist to get meds for the right after the schizo came back, we went in and she talked to us about different medications, and she said that almost all of them make you gain weight. And she said, because you have an eating disorder, I don't want to trigger your eating disorder, so we're going to start you on the one that is the least likely to make you gain weight. And at the time, obviously, my mind played tricks with me, and I went home thinking, like, oh, she doesn't want me to get fat. She's calling me fat, and she's like shaming my body and being like, I don't want you to get fat, when really she just was really considerate and said, I know you have an eating disorder, and I don't want to trigger that. I don't want you to find any excuse you can to be binging and purging any more than you already are, you know what I mean, or starving any more than you already are. So I get now where she was coming from, but at the time it did mess with my head. But anyway, so that's why they started me on this one. I ended up gaining 3 pounds total, uh, and so it's not bad. And even if it were more, it's okay. Like, I was only on it for a very short period of time. I'm sure maybe if I were to stay on it longer, I would have gained more weight. But now it's likely that I'll be going on a different medication that will have me gain more weight. So, yeah, so that's what's going on. So, um, which med did you react bad to? The Abilify. It made me so sick, which would have been fine. It really would have been fine. I would have been fine being on bed rest and being sick and throwing up here and there if I needed to, not purging, like naturally throwing up. But because of the scary near death experience I had in the ICU, and throwing up flares that up, and so I just had to choose. Yeah. Abilify made you so sick too. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people. So I don't know. I mean, I considered last night taking only a half and seeing what happened today, but I just decided maybe I just won't at all. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Wait, what? What is that? What are you saying, Stasia? Stacia? Stacia. I always get it wrong. Stacia, is there any way you accept the voice act there? Wait, what are you trying to say, Stasia? Stasia. Stacia. Gosh, I'm never gonna get it right. Stacia. 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 Right? Wait, is that even right? Okay, I don't know what you're trying to say. Are you trying to say, like, can you accept the voices? I'm back. Sorry, it keeps pausing for me. That's correct. Okay. What if you kind of show them love where it's appropriate? So, like, for instance, if you're hearing babies crying, if I'm hearing babies crying, instead of panicking and walking all around the house and every inch of the house looking for these babies that are crying and like in a panic, and like I've got to help them and I've got to save them, and I can't find them anywhere, and just panic, panic, panic. What if instead you just you sing a little lullaby to them and see if they go away, see if the cries go away if you start singing a little lullaby. Or if you're hearing voices, instead of, you know, telling them to F off, which I usually do, what if you, like, on days where you feel strong enough, you could get kind of show some pity on them and be like, hey, like, that's just not me, like, in a very loving way. Just be like, I don't need you here, and thanks for trying to destroy me, but you're not welcome. I don't know, but you know what I mean? Like trying to talk to them as if they are people who are hurting themselves and treating them like they need the help. And that could help me release myself from them. Does that make sense? So, like, if there's something I can say or do that I think would help whatever is happening. So, if I can help the babies crying by singing them to sleep, or if I can help the voices go away by being kind to them and hoping that they show me the same kindness back, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe you would feel better if you got out of the house sometimes. Absolutely. Absolutely, I would. Yes. Yeah. So, as soon as I can, I will. Trust me. Um, didn't singing a lullaby help you? Yes, one time it did. I did try it one time, and I sang the pie lullaby from Waitress, not Waitress the musical. I'm so mad they didn't put it in the musical. I'm so pissed about that. They put it in the movie, and the movie was made before the musical, and I kind of like do my own spin on it. So the song goes, "Baby, don't you cry, gonna make a pie, gonna make a pie with a heart in the middle. Baby, don't be blue, gonna make for you, gonna make a pie with a heart in the middle. Gonna be a pie from heaven above, gonna be filled with blueberry love. Baby, don't you cry, gonna make a pie and hold you forever in the middle of my heart." And then you can change the pie filling each time. That's the spin I put on it. So you can change it each time. You can be like, "Gonna be a pie from heaven above, gonna be filled with banana cream love, or gonna be filled with chocolate cream love," you know, something like that. Anyway, so I sang that one because that's the lullaby that I've always sung to my nieces and nephews when they were smaller and I would babysit them, and that's the lullaby I would want to sing to my kids if I ever had kids. So one of the times it did work. One of the times it definitely worked, and it was really cool. The other times it didn't, but it's worth trying again. So if it happens again, I will absolutely try that again. This is very hard. I'm glad you have Danny and of course your family and your online friends. Thank you. Me too. I couldn't have done it without you guys, without Danny, without my family, my friends, everybody. I am so lucky, and I feel so blessed to have the support system that I do. Like, I wake up every day being like, I don't even deserve this, but I'll take the blessing, you know, because it's amazing, and I don't know where I'd be without you guys. So you have such a pretty voice. Thank you. I don't think I do, but thank you. No, you know what? My voice is pretty. Thank you. Am I the best singer in the world? No. Could I be on Broadway? Hell no. Could I make a career out of it? No. But my voice isn't terrible. So thank you. I'll just say thank you. I'm going to try and work on taking more compliments instead of every time being like, I suck at singing, or ew, I'm ugly. Or when people say my hair is pretty, I always am like, no, it's so frizzy and it's so gross. I need to stop doing that anyway. Let's see. If you sing a lullaby, you are reinforcing your hallucinations. I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I think that the other alternative is reinforcing them more, where I'm spending an hour every night walking around the house, every single inch of my home, even sneaking into Danny's room when he's sleeping and quietly opening his closet and checking in there with a flashlight. Hold on. That always perpetuated the voices, and singing to the voices I've tried a couple times, and one of the times it worked and the other one it didn't. So I don't think that it's like the worst thing in the world. It's not that I'm trying to validate it and make the voices stay or make the babies stay. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's like I'm trying to release them, and my way of doing that, a good way for me to do that, because I'm such a soft-hearted, empathetic person where I can feel other people's feelings. That one time that I did sing the lullaby and it did release those cries and I didn't hear them again for a couple days was really cool. Like, it was great for me. And I'm sure that's for some people, maybe that's not good. But for me, it worked really well and I liked it. So I've been a psych nurse for 43 years. You don't entertain the voices. I understand not entertaining some of the voices, such as it's not like I'm going to listen to the ones that are telling me to trigger warning, kill my family, and then kill myself. Like that, you shouldn't do. You shouldn't entertain what voices are telling you to do if it's dangerous. You know what I mean? But if it's something like me hearing a baby crying, and obviously me feeling connected to that empathetically and all of that, and feeling this connection with it, but it's not hurting me and it's not telling me to do anything bad, then I think it's totally okay, you know, to kind of address those and then dismiss the ones that are telling me to do really bad things. You know what I mean? For me, that's what's best for me, and I know that my therapist agrees, and I trust her, and I think every person is different, and I'm sure that there are a lot of people that, you know, have those issues like what you are saying that you've seen over your 43 years of being a psych nurse, which, by the way, good for you. Props to you. That is such a hard job, and you're an amazing human, and I'm really, really proud of you. That's awesome. I look up to you a lot. That's amazing. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Ash can help. Is Ash here? Hi, Ash. Um, do you get panic attacks from hearing voices? Yes, I do. Bad ones. Especially the baby crying. There's a video that I put on the internet of, and it's the one where my best friend Sanjana. Oh gosh, I was doing a live stream with my closest best friends, and Sanjana was the only one there, and Danny was asleep. I was hearing babies cry and I started freaking out, and I brought her on the live stream with me so she could talk me through it. So if you want to go watch that, you can see one of the anxiety panic attacks that I had from hearing voices or hearing babies cry. Another one that I had was a couple weeks ago when I saw my abuser in my bedroom. That one really threw me for a loop. So not every time it happens do I have an anxiety attack or a panic attack, but sometimes I do. Yeah, it depends on how severe it is, I guess. So yeah. Let's see. I'm definitely gonna go lay down soon. I'm not feeling too great. Yeah, so let me take like one or two more questions and then I'm gonna go. I'm not feeling too good. Sorry guys, I gotta keep it short today. I had a traumatic night. It was very traumatic. So much crying. Oh my gosh, I sobbed to the lady that checked me in at the hospital. I sobbed to the nurse that took my vitals. I sobbed to the lady that did my IV. I sobbed to my nurse that took care of me. I sobbed to the doctor. I sobbed to Danny. I sobbed to my friends. I just was sobbing all night. It just was exhausting. So, yeah. Thanks, Raquel. Wait, Raquel kind of sounds like recovery. That's how I can remember. Recovery, Raquel. Recovery, Raquel. Okay, I'll remember. Ask me next time, okay? I love you too, honey. Bestie. Do you have a yard with grass you can sit on and just relax? Actually, so since this house is brand new, there wasn't grass when we moved in, but they actually just laid down the grass, at least in the front yard. I don't think they've done the backyard yet, but yeah, we will, and you'll see that when I do the full house tour, the whole finished house tour, which is coming soon. I just need to get myself better enough to film it. So yeah. You have beautiful hair. What do you use on it? I use Pantene Pro V for shampoo and conditioner, and I leave the conditioner in from here down. I don't ever condition up here, so I don't have to wash it as often. I wash it every 4 to 6 weeks, and that's it. So I just wash it, and then I leave a thin coat of conditioner in it. Like, I don't rinse it all the way out, and then I'll use like hairspray and sometimes hair serum, sometimes dry shampoo if I need it. Yeah, if I were ever to get to act or to ask and request like a brand deal, I would do Pantene Pro V because I use all of their products. The hair serum that I sometimes use is Pantene. I use their shampoo and conditioner, but who knows? Maybe someday. I don't know. I know there's so many bugs on the grass. Yeah, laying down on the grass, I don't know if it would help me. I don't know if I like doing that anymore as an adult because now I'm like, there's either going to be dog shit or there's going to be bugs or spiders or things that are going to bite me, and I don't like that. But I like looking at grass. It's really pretty to look at if it's healthy. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bugs. The bug guy came this morning. Danny had to wake me up at like 9 a.m. because we didn't get back from the ER till, I don't remember, 2 or 3, and I didn't get back to sleep till like 5. And then Danny came and woke me up because the bug guy had to come in my room because this is a brand new house, and obviously they didn't spray or do anything because I am getting so many ants in my bathroom. It's unreal. I don't know why. There's no food in there. There's nothing. We think it's they didn't seal it quite properly. This is the kind of thing I wish I would have had my brother come and look and check our house because he's a home inspector and he's like really good and he's one of the top ones in Idaho. He's amazing. His company is amazing. But he couldn't make it down here to do it, so we're just like finding things, little things here and there that weren't supposed to go wrong, but they did, and we're just taking notes so that we don't get blamed for it. You know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully the guy came and he couldn't spray in my room because of the birds, but he did. He put this like little gel substance along like the crowns of the walls on the floor. Is that what that's called? I don't. The baseboards, yeah, the baseboards where the baseboard meets the floor. He put just like little tiny dots of this gel, and I asked him what it does, and basically, if you eat it, it'll kill you within an hour. But also, if you eat it and then you go and you're around any of your other ant friends, then it will kill the ant friends too. So it's like a very quick way to kill all of them. So sorry if anyone's offended by that, but I'm convinced with all my heart and soul. Maybe I shouldn't say this. We're on YouTube where people are ultra sensitive. It's just the truth. I'm sorry. I don't think ants and flies have a brain. I don't think, I mean, I do with ants, I guess. Flies, I think, are the worst creation to have ever been created of all the times of the places. And when I get to heaven, if I go there, I'm going to go up to God and I'm going to be like, why? Why did you create flies? Why? Why the fruit flies? Why the normal flies? Why the horse flies? There's absolutely no use for them. They're there to be an annoyance and to fly in your face and poop on your food because they poop every time they land and full of bacteria. And sometimes they even bite you if they're like really mean ones. So I hate flies and ants. But I will say, I killed an ant the other day in my bathroom. And I did get a little teary eyed. And here's why. Hear me out. I did feel really bad about this. So I killed one of the ants and it was still on my floor. I just left it there because I just wasn't feeling well enough to bend over and clean it up. I was really dizzy at the time. So I just kind of stepped on it and left it there. And I came back like an hour later and I see this huge, like that big of an ant, like really big, moving across the floor. And I'm like, what the heck? So I get up closer to it and it's actually another ant that was carrying the dead ant. Why do I feel like I'm gonna cry? I'm welling up inside. I feel so bad because now I feel really bad. Oh, it was probably like trying to take it to its family. And I felt so bad, but I was like, listen, guys, I'm sorry, but I have to kill you. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to carry your friend, but I have to kill you or else you guys are going to keep multiplying and just like invading and infesting our home. And oh, now I feel so bad saying it out loud. Oh no. Oh, he's going to eat him? Oh, okay. I don't feel as bad then. So he wasn't like saving. We're like half laughing, half crying. I started to well up and then it turned to a laugh and then it turned into more welling up and then it turned into more laughter. Wait, was he carrying it because he was going to eat it? If that's true, then I don't feel as bad. I wish I could have a cat to take care of the ants. You have no idea how badly I want a cat. But I can't for many reasons. All right, how am I feeling? Should I take one more? The ant was definitely food. So what, they were just going to take the ant back to their colony and everyone was just going to feast on one of their own? Again, what are the point of ants? Shanny, does Utah not have mosquitoes? We totally have mosquitoes. Why? I hate mosquitoes too. Those are also useless. But I don't go outside a lot anymore, so I don't have to deal with that very much. What are you talking? Why are you asking that? I don't get why you're asking that. They eat the dead ones. That I did not know that. I don't feel as bad now. I really don't. Is that bad? Am I a horrible person? I'm all like welling up, about to actually cry, thinking about that this little ant came into the bathroom and was like, oh, it's one of our own and it didn't get a proper burial, so I'm gonna like put it on my body and carry it back to the whole colony so that we can have a proper goodbye and send it off. And then you guys are like, no, he's just gonna eat it. Bugs are stupid. Some bugs. Some bugs are super so sweet and cute. Ladybugs, butterflies. I think moths are beautiful. I don't know. Anyway. Does the heating pad or hot water bottle help to soothe your belly at all? It does not, sadly. It does not. But so like the hernia, so a hiatal hernia, I'm not wearing a bra. You can't, like, my boobs are really saggy, so just ignore that. They're kind of not even boobs anymore, they're just skin. Like, look at, I can't show you exactly, but whereas they used to be like full of stuff, but now it's just like floppy. Ew. Anyway, the hernia is like right where your stomach meets your esophagus. So like right there, that's where a hiatal hernia is. And so for me, and by the way, he thinks that I've had it for a long time because I told him, I was like, yeah, there have been so many times throughout my life when I'm purging that I can feel, it feels almost like my stomach is going up into my esophagus. And he's like, that's what it is. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. And he said, they can do a surgery on it because clearly you've got one that you've had for a very long time. And if you purge, you're just going to piss it off every time now. And he's like, there's a surgery you can do, but it's like a very serious surgery. They have to cut your chest open and fix the hernia, and it's a very serious surgery. And I said, no, I don't want to do that because if I did that, then I would be more tempted to purge. Like, knowing that purging could kill me is keeping me from purging. So I don't know. But if it ever got really bad one day again for another reason, or if I did purge again someday, it's not my plan to, but you never know. Eating disorders are not linear and it's up and down. I don't know, we would go from there, but for now he's like, yeah, maybe you should consider the surgery. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that because that'll enable my eating disorder. And he's like, yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. I hate bras too. No, I never wear a bra unless I leave the house, but I rarely leave the house, so. Okay. All right, for real, I'm gonna take one more and then I'm gonna go. I need to go and lie down. I am nauseous. If you get the surgery, you still can't vomit at all. Yeah. Yeah, like probably even like getting the flu and throwing up would piss it off, so I don't know. All right, everyone send me a question. I'll pick one I want to answer to end on, and then I'm gonna go because I'm hurting. Are we talking about the C-bands? So these are called C-bands, and the way they work is you can see there's like a plastic button in there that presses against a certain pressure point right there that helps with nausea. So a lot of pregnant women use these for nausea because they can't take nausea meds, and so they use these, and they work pretty well. They work a little bit for me. They work enough that I like to wear them if I'm super nauseous. So they're amazing. You can get them pack of like, I think it's like a pack of 5 for like $7 on Amazon, and it's just like a little sweatband with this button, and you just put it on and you measure 3 fingers from your hand, and that's where you put it about, and then like right in the middle. So like right there. See how you do 3 fingers, and that's where the pressure point is right in the middle. So you just like push the button on there and just let it sit there, and it works pretty well. It really does help a lot. Pineapple on pizza is delicious. I know that might be the unpopular opinion, but it's incredible. Trying to pick a question. Yeah, I'm sorry that purging has caused you these problems. It makes me glad that I can't do it because we'd be in the same boat. Nothing makes me happier than hearing something like that where I can't do it, you know? Like, that's amazing. Always. I'll end on this and then I'm gonna go. Did you get a semicolon tattoo? So there's a semicolon. No, I did not yet, but this is something I want to do. But I got creative the other day and I thought I created this, and then a bunch of my friends were like, no, that's already a thing. Well, this is kind of blending together, so it looked better before. But anyway, I had the idea to make that be like a body of a little butterfly, because butterfly is also like a symbol for eating disorders, and semicolon is a symbol for like mental health recovery type thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's kind of what I want to do. I kind of want to do like a little semicolon and make it the body of the butterfly and then put like wings on it, you know what I mean? So that's what I want to do. So I just was drawing it on with a Sharpie to see what it would look like. So that's what I want to do. I just don't know when I'm going to do it or where I'm going to put it. I'll most likely put it here, but it would be very, very painful to put it there, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I probably won't end up actually doing it, but I really, really want to. Just have a little reminder to look at all the time, you know? Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go lay down. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit. Sorry it was a little shorter today, but I'm gonna go and make the summary video, so Ash or Missy or whoever, can you send me the notes real quick so I can hurry and make that, and then I will see you guys tomorrow for something, either a video or another live stream. And yeah, I love you, and I'm hurting. I need to go. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember forever and always that you're beautiful, you're worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, wait. Hello? Why is it not working? What is happening? Wait, it won't let me push the button. What do I do? It won't let me push the button. Oh, there we go. Okay, bye. Love you.